I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that reduces my mental growth or my as well.
Number 2.
I intend to develop self-discipline in order to become the best of myself and others.
Number 3.
I intend to use without learning class constructively and defensively to help myself, my fellow man, and never to be abusive or offensive.
Alright, so last we practiced the figure 8, practice, I think going behind the back, right? I think what else did you practice with Thomaston? Did you realize you got it? Yes? Did we do the hand roll with this at the bottom? Okay, cool. Well, let's get started. So here's what we're going to do. As we go through, we're going to practice number 1, just making sure that we're really holding the ball the proper way. Because we want to make sure it's proper, right? Instead of each being really fast and clear, but there's no details, we want to make sure the details are really strong too. And then there's really strong flash and flare on top of it. So the first straight pattern is we're just simply going to stand with our right leg forward, and you're going to go up, down, cross, cross. And what I want you to practice is this top hand's on the top third. My left hand slides up and down the bow as I go from side to side, right? And it's like I'm hitting from here up under the chin, down on the collar, going onto the neck, back into the other side of the neck, right? So that's the straight pattern, right? So up with left, down with the right. Cross with left, back to cross with the right. Up with left, down with the right. Cross with left, down with the right. Up, down, cross, cross. Up, down, cross, cross. So just getting used to that. And feeling the left hand slide up and down the bow staff as opposed to the right. Keep going. Practice that. 200 minutes. So with your right hand, here, put the bow in the third. Make sure it's in your right leg. Your hand placement on the top hand should be almost in the middle of the part. And then the left hand can slide up the back. So remember, hand placement on your bows, because I'm looking around, you guys want to work on this. Cut your bow into thirds, right? So here's my thirds, typically right about, from here and here, and everybody else is, it's going to be a little different where you're taping this. But I want my hand, my top hand, the right hand, on that 1/3 line. When I'm at the bottom, when I get to the end of the strike, this hand's well past this third. This third doesn't matter so much. But this one, that's where my hand should be. This other hand's going to slide up and down. When I strike, my hand slides and then it slides right back. Slides and then it slides right back. My right hand stays in the exact same spot. It doesn't move at all as I go through all of this. Okay? A couple more seconds. Fix that. Go. You go up, stay on the same side. These ones you see up high in the face. This one is. All right, next pattern. So now from here, you're going to come over the head, and then I'm going to straight flat across. The arm, the bow is going to come right up underneath my armpit, and it basically is in line with my arm. And then I'm going to straight up with the left hip on this side, and then I'm going to straight across. So I'm going over my head, cross, straight up, come across. Over my head, straight across, straight up, come across. 1, 2, 3. Good. Yes. Up. So go back to the first part again. Yes. Now from here, straight up. All right, so now the next one, we're going to go from here, and then, actually, 1, 2, and then you're going to sweep it through the. I lost it for a second. So we start off the same, 1, 2 over the head, straight up, but now my right hip comes all the way around as I sweep, and then I come behind my head, and then I straight down, right? So we're going straight, straight, sweep. The ball comes all the way behind my back. Notice that my left hand is pointed straight up before I straight down. Really big range of motion, right? As opposed to just kind of going big, right? Off you go. Sweep. And bring it back. Go. Sweep. 1, 2, sweep. All right, so now from here, we're going to start putting this one together a little bit so you kind of see what you're starting to create. So let's start it from our knees. Have some fun. We're still inside. When we go outside, we want to change it. So you're going to start from the knees, and you're going to have your bow just sitting in your lap. As you do this, you have your right palm up, your left palm down, right? And then from here, you're going to step up with your right foot. So you step with the right foot up, straight across, straight. I take that back to the left. Straight, across, up, sweep, and then straight. Right? So again, from here you're down and up. 1, 2, sweep, straight. Leg check, stand up, and then up, down, cross, cross. That's on the shin. Drop back with your right foot into a cat stance, and I'm going to go over my head. I'm going to strike low. My hip comes up, and then I sweep through. My feet come together. I step up with my right foot as I strike. Right? Let's do that all. Strike ground. Right palm up, left palm down. And you step up with left. 1, 2, sweep. Strike. Right check. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open head. Flat low. Strike up. Sweep. Strike. Right? And again, down. And go. Sweep. Strike. Right check. without me. Ground. Right, then step up, for that, 1, 2, 3. Leg check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat, 1, 2, 3. Fish, yeah, do it again. And ready, step up. Sweep, straight, step up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lock, straight up, and sweep. Straight. Right. Do it again. So let's go back to the details now. Sit back down underneath. So right palm up, left palm down. Step up, straight, flat drops. Right. And when you do this, by the way, notice how it comes up and my bow is flat with the ground. And then the whole time I'm dropping it, the straight gets flat. Right. So instead of it's here and it's kind of this more of a low look, right? It's up and flat drops. Up, sweep, straight. Leg check, set. And remember the flow tip should be pretty much like pointing yourself in the nose. Right? It should be right on my nose and my eyes. This is hitting me in the neck. And then I go up, down, cross, cross. And again, over the head, but now I do go low. Check. And then sweep. Right? And again, when you get to that bone at the end of the strike, close your left hand at the end of the strike. Those are the details you want to make sure you're getting that. Back down. And one more time. Step up. 1, 2, sweep. Straight. Check. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block low. Straight up. Sweep. Set that down. Long here, legs. Chant. Down. So good like for down. Long here. Big long dreadlocks or something. Big long hair. Like as I am music going in the background. One way. Go. Leg check set. Step back up. See one more time out. Maybe close. 3, 2, 1. Go. And so when you get to this part, up, down, cross, cross, I come here, I drop back into a cat stance. So I go from my core stance here to my right foot drawn back and sitting in the front of the cat. And then once I do the sweep, as I sweep, my left foot steps up, and then I straight out to the right. So I'm getting a little bit forward cross. Right? Do it again. Better. And go. Up, down. Oh, nice leg shot. And one more time. Once again, remember, once I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, watch. My right foot draws back, foot stays in the front. Right? And I block low. Right? One more time. And we'll trick it. And go. Draw back will be very good. And time. All right, so let's review what we did last week for tricking a little bit. First, just starting off with your big rig, right? Nice and tight with your right hand. Go, go, go. So the hands in the middle of the bow, and you're just simply rotating from one side to the other. And I want to try and keep it as tight to my body as I can, right? So you'll notice that when I practice this, you hear like constantly in my shoulder, my pant leg, because I'm always trying to think, how was I going to get this to my body? I'm going to get it to my body. Think like straight up and down, side to side. When you go on, I go straight up and down, straight up and down. Comes to the side, and one side of the bow is right over the other. And just for call it agility, keep the flow going. Let's switch and put it in your left hand. And switch again to the right hand. No, don't move. Keep the boat going between you and I. Fine. All right, so now we're going to go from here, and you simply pass it behind your back, and then you go right back into it. Right? And as I'm doing it, I have to get the rotation to go from circular. I have to kind of stop it and bring it back around with this left hand just for a moment as I keep the flow going. Right? So I'm going from my left, going to the left, I just flip it back around and grab with the right. Slow it first. Sideways on the side and one rotation straight forward. Here, sideways on my body, and then after I go behind my back, I get one rotation here in front of me, which just allows me to put it in my hand again. Both lifting up off the ground 1-on-1, right? Once you have that pattern, just start getting it where you're moving a little quicker, you can go to making it. And then they open the head spin, or the under the feet spin. So over the head, just to practice your overhead spin, remember you want your arm pretty much straight up. I want my palm flat. My palm is this way, then the ball obviously falls up. So my palm flat, all I'm going to do is just going to rotate the palm and find that balance point in the center of my foot. And then just simply balancing on my palm. So let's start with that. So hand up. Spinning it, throwing it, catching it on the other hand. And with enough rotation, you spin. Push the ankle. Okay, and then the dizziness test. The dizziness test is you spin it one direction, but you spin the other direction, right? So my bow's spinning this way, I spin the other way. And as I do it, I have to look at the ceiling, right? So you have to look up, as you spin underneath. Give it a shot, go. Literally make sure you're All right, so now, from the figure 8, behind your back, over your head, spin one rotation the other direction. Right? Back, head, one rotation. All right, so now next trick, the hand roll. Right, so with the hand roll, all I'm doing is it's very similar to the finger roll with common, right? We use the common finger roll, but it's a hand roll instead. So I simply start at like the top of the grip tape, and then I roll the bow over the back of my hand, and then I go the other. One side to the other side. One side. Just feel it roll over the back of the hand, so that instead of going throw it in the air and catch it, you can feel it. Instead, roll around. Oh, feel it. All right, so now we have to try and get 2. Here's the way you're going to try and get 2. you're going to start. So you're going to start on the right side of your grip tape. So I'm holding the right side of my grip tape, and I roll it clockwise over my hand once, twice, which puts a great position for me to strike. As long as I start in the right place. If I start in the middle of my grip tape, by the time I get to 2, I'm going to be way off. So I have to start on the far side of my grip tape, right? So that when I roll it over the top of my hand, the first one kind of just gets me up into the grip tape. The second one gets me up to that top third. Right? So I'm just trying to get used to where do I get 2 rotations and my hand ends up on that top third, where I can do it where I can go 1, 2, and then I can go right into a short top. Figure 8, behind the back, up, and go 1, 2.
Oh, you did one more rotation.
Right, we're here. 1, 2.
All right, when I go right straight here to that.
So if you're getting a 1, 2, and you're getting your hand into the right position, the next step of this would be go from your figure 8, go behind the back. Once I get to this position, I'm actually going to switch the rotation of the bow. So if you look, the bow is going this way, right? It's continuing that same rotation, and I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to switch and go the rotation the other way back here, right? So this is just a regular figure 8. And then when I grab it, I make sure that I pop this up, my hand on the far side of that tape, and then I switch the rotation to go over my hand. Here, switch, 1, up. 1, 2, great. Grab, 1. time. All right, so we now have kind of like the first three little sections of American Bowform. And once you have those three sections down, the rest of it is pretty similar. It just changes kind of the stances you're doing when you're doing it. It's all based on this straight pattern, right? But it's that, you know, I might be stepping through as I'm doing that straight pattern. It might be that you know, sweeping through and stepping off to a crossing stance, you know, on a different angle, you know. And then what we'll do is we'll take all these little tricks that we're doing, and in the middle of it, we'll throw the tricks in, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we quick finger roll, and then finger roll, I guess it's not a finger roll anymore. We do a quick hand roll, right? And then come up from there. And roll right into the low block. You know, so we'll just dress up the end of each one of those sections with one of the different tricks that we're doing. This is something that came from a guy, Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank was the actor who played Tommy in the original Power Rangers. And years ago, he was a friend of our systems. And you know, but he had showed us his work one many, many years ago. He had done it as a performance on one of our Black Belt shows, actually. And it was really cool. And that's where I got the idea of long hair. He had like really long hair down his back. And when he performed, he'd take it out of the ponytail. So he's got some like heavy metal Nirvana music playing in the background. And he's down here and he's got this big long hair over his face. With this really deep, heavy breathing, which was going along with the music. And then he just started, and he was really pretty good. So that's where it came from. All right. 6. Here's C. Thank you for playing with those. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Bye, Zoom team.